Hello everybody, it's Diane. I am right back with that monochromatic flip book to do a final flip through and give you some final thoughts and tips on this. You may recall it was a printer sample book, and this is pretty heavy, more like a cardstock weight. It would be very easy to make one of these. I pointed out too in the first video, it just had one staple. I added two, and then as you can see, I put fabric over the top to conceal that. You know, if you wanted to, you could do rings, and that way you could have more pages. I probably wouldn't do more than this. It starts getting a little bulky at the end. I guess, you know, if you really wanted to add a couple more, it'd probably be all right. But if you added a lot, it might, you know, start putting stress on where it bends. I don't know. I'm no engineer. Okay, this one happens to be 3 3/8 across, and the entire length is 9 inches. And they're 3/8 increments larger. So if you're going to make one, make the last few pages colors that you think might be easy to find or that you least like. I did not have any trouble with red. I did not have too much trouble with gold or spring green or this turquoisey blue color. The other ones I had a little trouble with. Yellow was hard, and there are two yellows. Do yourself a favor, don't put two colors similar in the same book. That's my advice. This one, as you can see, the printing is this way, so I just went this way. But you could certainly do it horizontally. That would be okay too. I was thinking while I was working on it, wouldn't it be cool to have some kind of trim or something on the bottom? Yeah, that'd be cool. Well, of course, when I did the last page, I kind of forgot about it. So if you want to do that, have more like a heavier, wider trim or fringe or something, you know, leave yourself space so you can glue or sew or whatever. I put a little bit of jute down here, a blue jute, because I would either cut off the word or cut off what I had already put on the back. So that's that. I did write down my notes because I knew I'd forget stuff. Oh, these are 11 pages. I have 11 here. The last page, for me, technically, Diana, it's upside down. Yeah, it is, and I pointed this out in the last one, but since you're flipping like this, I decided to just keep flipping and do that. But yeah, if you just pick it up, it's upside down. So you come up with a solution to that. Either make stuff on there that doesn't matter which way it goes, or do it this way, I guess. Leave space at the top for your fabric if you're going to do it this way. You know, don't put images way up here. I went over just a touch on that side, but that's okay. I mentioned this in a video. You may not want to go all the way to the bottom with your images. I don't really like it. It's kind of mishmashy. If you wanted to run a washi, you know, or a scrapbook paper strip or something, that would be kind of cool. Or just leave it, or make them all mishmashy. You know, mine's a conglomerate of mishmash and nothings. I don't really like that. I'd beware of adding a lot of fiber stuff. This is the only one that has yarn on it. But as you can see, that does bulk it a little bit. If they all had something like that on it, it would be bulkier. Just a little footnote there. I think that's really all I had written down for notes. Oh, it would be, I did think it would be fun to name your own colors if you're making your own. You know, come up with your own color names. That's fun. So anyway, we have driftwood tan. All of this stuff is magazine images. You don't have to do that either. There's scrapbook paper. You could draw or paint yourself. This one was Imperial Ivory. I didn't mention that. You know, think about too, are you going to be real picky? You want it to be dead on? Or, you know, this isn't exactly the orange. Think about that. patchy red I did by myself. As I said, I found quite a lot of red things. That was actually pretty easy. I probably should have filmed that one, right? The background there is up to about here. It's all these roses or flowers, whatever. And then I put some stuff over. That's kind of neat too. Gold, as I mentioned, I found quite a lot of gold stuff, which I'm surprised. I didn't think that was a big in color. And then we had canary. And as you may recall, and as I just said, I had a lot of trouble finding a lot of yellow stuff. And then we had prime yellow, which is a little brighter. There is a difference. Not much though. And then spring green, I found quite a lot for that right off the bat. Can you see, Robin? I had a comment, somebody thought that looked like a chameleon, which actually I could see that. Yeah, you're right, but it's avocados cut up. It's kind of cool. And then lime, I kind of had trouble with. If I was only doing one page, it would have been fine. But since I was doing two, I had trouble. So I just put limes all over the bag. I think that's actually kind of cool. Some people may think it's a cop-out. I think it's cool. And then they were calling this blue. It's really a gray blue. I found enough stuff for that, but it took a while. It did take a while. I also pointed out in one of these videos, a project like this is a lot of hunting around. If you don't like that, I wouldn't recommend it, unless you have a big stash of stuff already. So this is their cobalt. And then we flip up. Okay, I hope that's all I was going to say. So if any of you were following along, I hope you enjoyed this, or if you're making your own, I hope you're enjoying it. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you have a good day.